Hi, I'm Annabelle Wallis, and you're watching In Studio with the Hollywood Reporter.
Now, The Loudest Voice, it's a story that some of us know, but you're bringing this story to a wider audience. What attracted you to this project?
I think that, for me it was, firstly, I knew about Roger Ailes, and the man that he was, but also it was so much a story that is in the public consciousness. It's in the forefront of our generation's consciousness. It's part of the narrative in the news. It's what's happening in my industry. It's really the source of a voice that is shifting for women and all people. And so when I heard that they were making this show, I got very excited. And then when I read it, and the writing is amazing, and the pace of it, and the relevancy to my journey and so many people's journeys, I just thought I really wanted to be part of it.
Russell Crowe, co-star from The Mummy,
Yes.
is also in this film. Did he have a hand in bringing you into this project?
Yes, it was actually Russell who called me and told me about the project.
Okay.
He said that he'd been offered the job. He was, very adamant that I be part of it, and he felt that together we could tackle this in a way that he felt was needed, and he, wanted to surround himself with people that he felt, I guess, could do the job and support him in it. So I was very humbled by that.
Yeah. What was your reaction to his transformation into Roger Ailes?
It's incredible. The hair and makeup on the show is phenomenal, and it adds so much to character. It adds so much to performance, and it is so much a piece of the puzzle that makes the show so authentic and so great. And it took 4 hours every morning for Russell, for Sienna. There's a lot of prosthetics, and they're real artists, and they really feed your artistry, so to be around it, to be in a scene with Russell in the makeup, and the embodiment of a completely different person in the room with you really helps inspire your performance and makes you believe the moment. And it was wonderful. It was really wonderful.
And for those of you who didn't get to see the premiere, he blows you away.
Yeah.
He is Roger Ailes.
Yeah.
I have to ask, you mentioned that he sat through 4 hours of makeup. Did you feel a little vindicated,
I used to trot to work in the morning and be very chirpy and, be ready to go. And, Paul Russell had, been there 4 hours before, and the call times were very early for him. I think, 4:30 a.m. And I'd waltz in at 8, to get a blow dry and lots of...
With your coffee.
Lots of fabulous makeup. And then, I felt very fortunate. And also it affects your performance in that there's a weight to it. It affects the muscles in your face and just everything. So, 8 hours in that makeup is taxing on the body, and it takes a true professional to really ride through it, and convey a performance through it. And so lots of credit to them. But I'm very happy I didn't have to do it.
You didn't have to do it. Seth Macfarlane's also on board for this project, and we usually see him in a comedic background. What different dynamic did he bring to this?
I was blown away by Seth. I'm such a fan of his work, and I've watched all his work. And on this, he's really grounded, and he's such a good actor and serious actor. I just love, in the company of greats, you never know what they're going to do, and you never know what trick they have under their sleeve. And here comes another one from him, and he's just a real tour de force, and really just wonderful to be in the company of someone that is so immensely talented and so, they continually expand into this, new place within their artistic self that is really amazing to be around and watch. And it's just going to get better for his character, so I can't wait for people to enjoy that.
Did you have any reservations joining onto this project? Because you're telling the story of Fox News, which is very polarizing.
I didn't. I like to think of myself as someone who pursues bravery. That's bravery in choices and bravery in work. And I think the more and more I work, the more I feel indebted to choosing projects that speak to a louder voice,
Right.
let's say, and
Pun
an
intended.
important one.
Yeah.
And I think this is like fundamentally important. It is. It affects all the women in my life. It affects the women, the next generation forward. It heals back. It's so wonderful to see conversations happening, whether you agree with them or not. It's like they're happening, and to be part of a bold, brave piece that wants to spark conversation is exciting. And so no, I like bravery, and I like brave people, and I think Showtime have been brave, and I think everyone involved has been brave, and I think it's a brave time to have difficult conversations, whatever your perspective. And for me, knowledge is power, and to just give someone a different perspective, you're giving them knowledge, and you're giving them the right to choose. So I think with any art, if you offer that, that's a very important place to be. Yeah.
Are you a news junkie?
I'm a news junkie.
You are?
Yeah.
How much did you know about Roger's story?
I became so much more informed after reading Gabe Sherman's book, and I then realized that I am a product of Roger Ailes' world. I am a news-absorbing, I am a social media, I am a soundbite generation. I'm of the generation that Roger Ailes is very, very influential of. And be it if it's, absorbing, knowing how to get people to react, even if it's for the wrong reasons, and creating this charged environment that makes, our primal instincts react. Right. And knowing that I can go into a place and judge someone's perspective of the news or the way they see the world, but I am fully a participant in enabling it. So it was very interesting to go into something and be like, oh wow, I cannot judge because I am part and parcel of the problem, of the zeitgeist that we have all together created, that yes, had sparked from one person. So right. Yeah, it's been an interesting and humbling experience. Yeah.
How did you prepare? Did you watch interviews?
Yeah, we were very lucky. We had a plethora of interviews and research that Gabe Sherman, who wrote the book, he was on set. He was available to us. He had all of his interviews. He had 600 interviews with different people. I had women who worked at Fox reach out to me. I spoke to them on the phone. I had these incredible tapes of the character being interviewed, and really it was just connecting on a human level and understanding that there's a humanity in anyone who makes a choice, be it one you agree with or not. Again, if we're talking about polarities, right. Like these are polarizing characters. And knowing that in order to convey the truth, you have to connect with the humanity, and you have to look deeper into why someone would choose to put themselves through or the intention of their journey. You have to empathize with it. So it was just a well of knowledge to draw from, and it was really lovely to get into and really lovely to kind of switch my perspective of a narrative that I thought I understood, I thought I was informed about, I thought I knew. But in this process, realizing that if you want to play the truth, you just have to empathize. And empathy is really the underlying thing, isn't it? Like, right. I really hope that you feel empathy even for these people who are polarizing, because where does it come from? It comes from pain, it comes from hurt, it comes from... And if we get to the point of empathy, then you can neutralize your judgment and you can actually make a proper decision.
You have not reached out to Laurie, or you have not spoken to Laurie?
I have not spoken to Laurie. And I really feel protective of her. I feel really indebted to her. She's an incredible woman. She's done incredible things. She'd endured a lot, and I have deep respect for her, and I have a very primarily protective place for her. And she's wonderfully polarizing, and so are all the great females that I know, and so are all the great men that I know. And I knew that I was going to honor her first and foremost, because that is, as another human on this earth, like, I wanted to honor her.
If you met her, you know, in passing or in this industry, you might actually run into her.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I'd say, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, because she, you know, she paved a path for a conversation that's happening now. She was at the pillar of a shift that had to happen so that we could get here now. And I hope she knows her value in that, you know, and that the things that happened to her, the harrowing things that she went through, she helped us on our journey to a better place with it. So I would say thank you, and that I hope that she feels that. As
an actor, is it easier or harder to get the real person involved?
It depends if they want to be involved. You know, when there's complexity around the subject, I think it's very hard. I think it's also very arrogant for an actor to assume that you know what a person went through or what it was like and what was going on in their mind. So I take that into account. You know, I understand that it's such a strange thing to do, you know, and so you have to just be respectful of it. Yeah, it's odd.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by and letting us pick your brain.
Yes,
this was so fun.
Thank you.
Be sure to catch The Loudest Voice on Showtime on Sundays.
Yes, Showtime on Sundays.